you be more. More curious, more productive, more effective, and be more successful at it all. We can help you be more prepared for the future and more inspiring to future generations. The world is full of opportunities to be more than the status quo. The question is, are you ready to be more?
Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside historic Keyworth Stadium, where tonight we have a huge NPSL Members Cup matchup as Detroit City FC, and this will be a lot of nostalgia for some of you American soccer fans, plays host to the New York Cosmos, alongside my broadcast partner Chris Black, who's in for John Krieger. My name is Neil Rule. Happy to have you with us wherever you may be watching around the world, and we'll get into the significance of this matchup in just a little bit. But before that, let's check the starting 11s first for the visitors, the New York Cosmos. And as I check out these 11 for the team from New York, one name really jumps off the page at me, Daniel Zitella, the former U.S. national team member, a name a lot of fans are going to know.
Yeah, that gives a lot of credit to the Cosmos lineup. Just a national team player at all, ever in a career, let alone a recent one. Incredible to have him here today, and he'll be a test for DCFC.
And speaking of Detroit City FC, let's see what they're working with tonight for head coach Trevor James. A bit of a short-handed Detroit City FC squad here tonight. The injury bug has bit rather hard.
Yeah, hey, you need 7 to play, so we have a lot left over at the time. We got 11 on the field. That's a great start. But yeah, a little bit short, and luckily it's gotten a little bit cooler, so the humidity will kind of go away a little bit and let these guys finish the game out strong.
So we are just about ready to go here, and we mentioned the fact, as far as the Members Cup goes, New York Cosmos sitting on top of the table with 13 points. Now keep in mind that is through 5 matches played. Detroit City FC, in the meantime, has played just 3 matches. They have 9 points. The winner here tonight, Chris, figures to have a stranglehold on the NPSL Members Cup table.
Yeah, with just that game in hand being a tie, that really opens up New York Cosmos to someone else taking away their leadership of the conference right now. So that would be obviously a big shuffling right away and establish somebody firmly in the lead of the conference.
Detroit City FC will be rocking the Rouge kits as usual. New York Cosmos will be in the visiting white. And we are just moments away. The head coach for the Cosmos, Carlos Mendez, long playing career in the MLS. Over 150 matches played for the New York Red Bulls and the Columbus Crew. He became just the 6th New York player with over 10,000 MLS minutes played. So he has a world of experience. Obviously, Trevor James' resume needs no explanation. 10 years in the MLS as an assistant coach. The LA Galaxy in Portland, also the director of scouting for the Fire. The whistle sounds, and we are underway here at Keyworth Stadium. Neil Rule, Chris Black with you. Glad to have you with us on the Detroit City FC YouTube channel. Big 3 points up for grabs, as we were talking about. Tendai Jadida gives chase to get things rolling. Cosmos, there's David Diosa with the control as they play it through the middle. Garrett Halfhill has it. Starting keeper tonight, Santiago Castaño, made his pro debut for the New York Red Bulls too at just 19 years old. Spent some time in the Colombian 3rd Division as well. 4 matches played for the U.S. U20 national team. Cassiellis with the challenge for Detroit City, and DCFC will take the possession away. But Chris, it seems to be very apparent the Cosmos, what they want to do, they want to instill some possession.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the frenetic pace just as this game starts out, they're going to have to go negative to do it, which they do right now. And right about now, they're trying to figure out, you know what, maybe we need to keep our players towards the 7 pitch so we can find them on that far side of the field.
And you see the smoke across the pitch here at Keyworth. Trust me, that ball's down there somewhere. So it moves towards the side of the 18. And I'll let you guys figure out which way the wind's blowing here tonight. As always, our Watch City stream brought to you by Baker College.
You know, it was interesting just getting to watch the Cosmos warming up on this field, getting a little bit of reception from the crowd. You could see some smiles on their faces. I think they knew what they were in for, but I don't think they're expecting this once the game actually started.
Reception is a very choice word to describe how they were greeted by the Northern Guard as you get a look at the usual huge crowd on hand here at Keyworth. Here's your kickoff weather for tonight's matchup. Very cloudy, as a matter of fact. 30-minute weather delay. The rain has since stopped. 75 degrees. The humidity, though, a very moist 82%. So fitness certainly will be a challenge here tonight. The elements themselves will be a challenge.
Yeah, luckily the rain stayed away then after that light sprinkle earlier with that storm, and now it's all cleaned up. But you're right, the humidity's sticking around.
And a shot will trickle far wide of the left post. That was Aaron Dennis. Played 7 matches for Arizona United, now Phoenix Rising. Also 22 matches for Penn FC of the USL Championship last year. And you'll see that with this Cosmos lineup. Lots of career pros. That ball's taken away by Diosa, and Diosa taken down from behind. Jadida guilty of the foul. Diosa, 4 goals in 39 matches played for the Cosmos during their NASL days in 2013 to 2016. So here we go, first set piece of the evening. Ball chipped inside the 18. Deflects, comes through, that shot is blocked. Zatella gave one a rip. Stepping through, driving the shot wide. Lots of pace from Espinal.
And Espinal's the one that sent in that set piece as well. Didn't find his mark, but it was actually dangerous serve earlier. So on that shot right there, I mean, he just gets outside the foot, finds himself a little bit of space. He's got a passing lane, tries to bend that to the far post after a little Megan there for extra credit. But just wide that far post. A lot of movement on that ball.
He had some pace, no question about it. Espinal, another career professional. Played for Reno 1868. Cyrus Sadie sees the whistle sound. Espinal also spent some time with LA Galaxy 2. He had a goal in a 9-0 win. That was the 9th goal, the largest margin ever in history for USL Championship match, that 9-0 win. Also played a match for the San Jose Earthquakes against Eintracht Frankfurt in a friendly. And that's, Chris, really the repetitive theme with this Cosmos roster. Lots of USL Championship experience, some MLS experience as well. They're seasoned.
Yeah, it is interesting that when the team puts together a roster or something like this, they've obviously had their changes and where they've been the last couple of years. But you think about all those talented players in the New York area and how they're able to hold on to some, and some stay there, some move up, some move on to other careers. But it's a lot of opportunities to play there, but so much talent around that New York City area.
Cyrus Sadie touches it ahead, the 1-2 with James Vaughn. City still looking for their first sustained possession. Nifty touch by Espinal. Restart coming up for the Cosmos. Cosmos will set up shop. Original Cosmos club founded in 1971. Played in the old NASL. Really a glorious time in American soccer back then. Venegas plays it short. Diosa. That's blocked out. Can City counter? Sent through. Casillas crossing over, and it's touched away. And the keeper will pound it up ahead. Castaño. That got a bit exciting there for the Cosmos.
Yeah, and a lot of questions to be asked for both coaching staffs as well as maybe the referee had that one. A lot of questions on that. But I'll tell you, you saw what Diosa did there, and he took personal credit, I think, for being the guy that got that ball blocked. He tracked back very quickly to catch Casillas going into goal right there to make that saving tackle, but I think he probably felt like he had to do that. He's the one that, he led that turnover. He had been asking for that set piece to be served to him as well, so he obviously wanted to do better.
There's another gear in the engines when it's your mistake, isn't it?
That's right. And if there isn't, you're not playing this level.
James Vaughn touches it back. Sadie finds Jadida. There's Ryan Peterson. Peterson dispossessed. Very physical out there on the pitch right now, which plays well to the New York Cosmos. You figure with their seasoned professionals and the experience advantage they have, it's probably something they want to do, but that whistle sounds. Push from behind. Neil Rule, Chris Black with you on our Watch City stream, brought to you by Baker College. Moving towards the 9th minute. Jadida, toe poke ahead, played away. Zatella was the target. That's dropped back. Here come the Cosmos through the middle. Kafari. Dennis. Dennis loses it, and there's Danny Deacon. Deacon, the former MLS draft pick of Orlando City. 64th overall pick back in the 2017 MLS Super Draft. Espinal has that cross blocked. But once again, Galvao finds Kafari. 1v1 on the far side, and that whistle will sound. Richard Bryan with the takedown. Didn't really have a choice, though.
Yeah, and in the end, it might not turn out too well for him. Don't like seeing that anytime, let alone early in a game. I see the replay right here. You know, on the scissors, he just gets done up a little bit, and you see the knee. So Richard Bryan just gets that patella to patella, and he's able to kind of walk it off. At first, you wonder if he was just staying down to try to avoid a yellow card, but in the end, that's not an injury you like to see. But the good news is usually you're okay. Just very painful at first, and a good scare put into you. But now another dangerous set piece. Going to be a right-footed in-swing. So he's going to be able to pull that back there. It's Espinal on the ball again. He's going to be able to swing that ball back towards his runners, who are all just setting up about 8 yards off the goal line.
Espinal service inside the 18, headed up in the air. Scramble, it's loose. A whistle sounds.
Yeah, handling call there on the Cosmos. Bails out Detroit City, but now another player down.
I'll tell you what, Chris, New York Cosmos asking some questions on their set pieces here 10 minutes in.
Yeah. You think about getting those opportunities they have. They cannot be excited the fact that they haven't finished these. So this ball bends back into the flow of traffic coming towards the goal. That's probably what Espinal wanted. And then you see the handling call there right off of, I think it was Kafari's shoulder, or just underneath his shoulder on his upper arm that gets the handling call. But I mean, you get these types of opportunities in an environment like this, you want to put those away. And Cosmos have not been able to do that.
Long ball sent ahead, looking for Yazid Matthews. Matthews, the hero in the Atlas match, plays it to Danny Deacon. He has some space. Kafari out of position for a moment as he recovers. Cyrus Sadie over to help. Instead, the ball goes back to Deacon. Ellis to Sadie. Sadie with that tightrope pass along the touchline to Deacon. City will reset things. First real sustained possession of the match for Detroit City here in the 12th minute.
Yeah, they got the Cosmos end up putting all 11 behind the ball for a little while too, but then they quickly spread back out, and now you got the turnover on a kind of a soft negative ball.
Dennis with it, that good size. Dennis taking down, the whistle sounds. Remember, fans, next time you come to Keyworth Stadium, be sure to take advantage of Wheelhouse Detroit's free bike valet. Check out wheelhousedetroit.com to learn more about the best tours of Detroit on two wheels. So the Cosmos now with another set piece. Venegas will quarterback it. Also taking your tweets with the hashtag WatchCity. Those are beginning to pour in, as is the custom. Neil Rule, Chris Black with you. Chris in for John Krieger here tonight. on your Watch City stream, brought to you by Baker College. Venegas sends it towards the top of the D. Can City counter again? Let's see. Yazzie Matthews makes a run. The ball finds him. Matthews goes wide to Cyrus Sadie. In some space. Cyrus tried to thread the pass. It was played away. Cassiellis. Whistle sounds this time against the Cosmos. So now, Chris, Detroit City FC will take a swing at a set piece.
Yeah, you think about all the opportunities the Cosmos have had. They have not put them away. This is the type of thing that ends up making you pay. Two really good counters by Detroit City, getting out of their own end under difficult situations. They weren't rewarded on the first, weren't initially rewarded on the second, but now this is the sustained opportunity where maybe they can.
So here we go. Danny Deacon lurking over as well. 14th minute. Ball driven, was blocked in the box. Came all the way through to Jalen Chrysler. Chrysler loses control.
Wall did the original job, but the question was the ball wasn't controlled in the end. But at least they're not defending a set piece.
Here is Chrysler, former Sounders U23 product. Cassiellis with the ball that played over the line. And also Jalen Chrysler, maybe his biggest claim to fame, on the City Radio podcast that you can catch on iTunes and SoundCloud, the official podcast of Detroit City FC. I sat down with Sean Lawson and Jalen Chrysler at the City Clubhouse last Wednesday. So make sure you subscribe to that on iTunes. Castano puts the boot to it. Chrysler wins that battle. Diosa. Ball played over the line. But Chris, you look at this match just about 15 minutes in. New York Cosmos came out very aggressive, had a lot of the possession. It seems as now Detroit City FC has sized things up. Now they're having their moments as well.
Yeah, and really just the main thing that stands out, I think, has been the counter, because you know both teams are going to be holding a little bit of possession at some point, but how fast they get out of their end. I mean, so far, really, I think the run of play on a change of possession, Detroit City was just so quick. Didn't quite get the end opportunity they wanted to, but they got all the way to that point, all the way to the final third. And that's just so dangerous on the run, because that means that if they can counter well, they could be absorbing pressure for long periods of time and still be dangerous. And Cosmos had opportunities, and they haven't done anything with it.
Isaac Acuna unable to catch up. Acuna coming in hot. He scored the last 3 goals for the Cosmos. Game-winning goal against Napa Valley. Scored both goals against the Stars their last match. 2-0 win last Saturday in New York. Cosmos will host Chattanooga FC next week. They will host Detroit City FC in New York coming up on October 12th. Throw-in goes to Ryan Peterson. He has been a bolt of lightning for this Detroit City side. Sadie overlaps on the run. Cassiellis trying to go through. Jalen Chrysler mixed up. Lots of contact right here in front of the broadcast booth. Yeah, that official will call him over for a tutorial right now.
Yeah, he's at least got to get the warning saying that's it. Probably fortunate he didn't get in the book for that one, but acknowledgement by the official. Obviously, when those two big boys came together right there was no question. Jalen Chrysler, yeah, he took him down, that's for sure, but it wasn't brutal like that. It was definitely not playing the ball.
That's been all. Goes to Diosa. Diosa sends it inside the 18. Comes free towards the D. Trying to make the turn, Venegas. He's hassled by Richard Bryan. And Bryan wins the battle. Tremendous takeaway by Bryan.
Yeah, it really was. And credit this time to Cosmos holding them back a little bit. But there we go. There's the outlet they're looking for.
Matthews stepping through. Crossing over. Poked away from Yazid Matthews. And the Cosmos will take no chances. Quick throw into Cyrus Sadie. Detroit City FC attack starting to find its stride. More importantly than that, taking advantage of some space in the final third.
Yeah, you really wonder how long before Cosmos backs off a little bit in that back line because they keep giving that space for Detroit City to go into. So now you start to wonder, okay, you're going to need to take advantage of it quickly and get a goal off it because they might not give it to you much longer. That being said, once that happens, they drop that back line. You're going to see a little bit of space open up so you can combine to the middle of the field.
The pendulum certainly has swung. City now over the course of the last 5 minutes in the control. And Danny Deacon on some miscommunication. Folding Warehouse is the official pre-match bar of Detroit City FC. Next time you come to a home match, be sure to stop by the Folding Warehouse beforehand to take part in the official march to the match. Electric atmosphere here in Keyworth, which, of course, always it's like that all the time here. But tonight there's a little extra juice. I mean, a couple of factors for that, sure. Chris, you had a 30-minute weather delay.
Yep.
So you were able to enjoy festivities a little more than you might be able to. We'll leave it like that.
Yeah, it was long enough that he could enjoy a little longer before coming here, or come here to enjoy what you got here. But I think they're already rowdy with the mystique of the Cosmos names.
Absolutely.
Introductions were interesting. Some people were wondering where Pele was. We did hear that called out a number of times.
Of course, the Cosmos, back in the late 70s, early 80s, they had stars like Pele, Beckenbauer. Not only did they pack their home stadium, but everywhere they went on the road was packed as well. Of course, they are owned by Rocco B. Camiso, the chairman and CEO of Mediacom, the nation's 5th largest cable company. And there is the Northern Guard. Service inside the 18. That goes off Jadida. And a corner kick upcoming now for New York. It's been a battle of the set pieces. Just about 20 minutes in. Corner served into the mixing bowl. It's headed down. Yazid Matthews fights for it. It's played out of harm's way. Zatella tracks over. Tweets with the hashtag WatchCity at powdered_toast. It's Watch City time. Viva Le Rouge. Vaughn plays that one back away. Bill Emerson tweets at us. Looks gorgeous on the stream. Hashtag WatchCity. Appreciate those words.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that option for the train. I'm going to say every time the train comes by, but I guess you're problem solved when you're at home and you entertain yourself. If you can't be here, that makes perfect sense.
The Shaggy Marlin. Every time we see the train, we take a shot. Hashtag Watch City. I hope you're in the comfort of your own home. Toe poke. What a save made by Steinwasser. Oh, Nate Steinwasser. Flat out robbery.
And he deserves to be able to get up nice and slow. And this one, he takes his time because that's full extension. It was placed really well, not quite enough pace to beat him. He was able to get his feet underneath him. I think it was a bottom hand save to push that ball wide. Of course, yeah, you'd like to control it, but at that point, you're just shot stopping. Make sure that does not go in. Make sure that does not rebound in front of the goal for a follow-up. Well done extension by Steinwasser that pushed that wide.
Aaron Dennis stunned. That didn't find the back of the net. Corner sent in. That's headed down. Can City counter? No, instead, just shagged down the pitch. Castano will come out. And he kicks it out of play. But it's interesting, Chris. This is a heavyweight fight. There's no question about it.
Yes.
These moments the momentum shifts back and forth. The Cosmos very much at home on their set pieces. Detroit City looking to pop a counter here and there.
Yep, it's just indicative of what they knew they're going to do because it's been consistent. So you've got to know that was the game plan. But right now, no one's been successful at finishing it off with the result they wanted, which is going to be a little one on that scoreboard to at least get the scoring going. So the question is going to be who can get it right the fastest. Those set pieces have been dangerous, so dangerous, but not enough. Just not enough. I was actually telling last time, Detroit City held all their players back. If they would have had one forward up, they might have sprung them on the counter off that corner.
Jalen Chrysler mixing it up with Aaron Dennis, and Chrysler does well to let that ball trickle over the line. More tweets with the hashtag WatchCity at local pub regular. Detroit City being in a weather delay tonight is pretty on brand this season. There's no question about that. I don't know what it's been. We just haven't had like a night where, the stars are out.
Yeah, that's right. It's getting there. It's getting there. The
It is
humidity's
getting
going to stick around a little bit, but it's enough breeze.
But the rain is out of the area, and it's not expected back anywhere around during the match.
Yeah, we just provided bonus pregame. That's all we did before the game by having the delay.
Danny Deacon heads it towards midfield. Cyrus Sadie, nifty touch. Matthews, Casillas, James Vaughn. Casillas in the middle again. Danny Deacon. And there is Vaughn. Richard Bryan all the way up. Peterson across to Deacon. Jadida running up the right side. He has it now. Back to Deacon. Deacon to Sadie. Cyrus moves, finds Jadida. Jadida's soft shot is blocked.
Yeah, Jadida just had that space, and either he just didn't recognize he had the ability to go to the right, or he really wanted something to his left or in front of him to lay a ball off, but it's intercepted.
Kafari touches it way out wide to the right side. Ball sent wide of the frame. But I'll tell you what, Venegas has a weapon out there in that right foot.
Yeah, he does. And that was one of those situations that didn't look right from the beginning. There you see it right there. Jadida gets it out wide. Yeah, he could have continued to the right, but he must have been thinking there's a run coming. He was waiting for something along the lines of what he envisioned, and it just wasn't there for him. Yeah, but you're right. But, Venegas, that ball, I'm like, at first you're thinking, oh, okay, it has no chance. And suddenly it has movement on it. Oh, that has chance.
Right.
And then it's out of bounds. That just means that if it does end up on goal, it's going to be difficult for Steinwasser to get a hold of because it has a lot of movement on it.
Kevin Venegas, the 37th overall pick of the 2012 MLS Supplemental Draft by Kivas USA. Also played in 6 matches for the Minnesota United in MLS. 21 matches played for Indy 11 last season in USL Championship. Casillas working against Garrett Halfhill. Here's Steinwasser. Detroit City now attempting their build-up. Isaac Acuna, though, lurking. Here's Deacon. Jadida sliding up along this right side. Now the Cosmos will take it back. Galvao will play it to the keeper. Pedro Galvao spent his youth career with Benfica. 17 matches played with Penn FC of USL Championship. Kafari. Switch sent over to Diosa. Diosa has it. Diosa will send it wide. Not much of a threat.
Yeah, that always looked like he was trying to hit someone in the concession stand because he just really never brought himself around to it. Detroit City did a good job of keeping him out wide. He never got the corner. It's almost like he just bailed himself out with just a quick go at it, and the result is he's defending a goal kick.
Danny Deacon taken off the ball by Galao, and the whistle sounds. We're excited to have Henry Ford Health Systems as the official sports medicine provider of Detroit City. Learn more at henryford.com. At Cervezas Vida tweets at us, watching from home tonight, but still tuned in. Backheel touch through. Yazid Matthews turning around with the not guilty look.
Cosmos electing to give the ball back and letting Detroit City rebuild from there. Mighty sporting of them.
Ellis the target, he was double marked. Yazid Matthews comes through with it. Matthews staring into three defenders. Dropped off for Sadie. Sadie couldn't catch up to it.
Yeah,
Richard
no room.
Bryan has it taken away.
Yeah, no room for Richard Bryan to make it through there. I mean, Cosmos collapsed on him immediately.
Matt Lewis will send it back. Lewis, just 23 years old, signed a homegrown contract with Sporting Kansas City. We're in the 30th minute, no score. Here at Keyworth Stadium, Neil Rule, Chris Black in for John Krieger with you. Happy to have you along on the Watch City stream, brought to you by Baker College. At C. Allen R. tweets at us, watching in upstate New York. Hashtag Watch City. See you live 10 to 12. Throw-in coming up now for Detroit City. Northern Guards in good voice tonight. Ball touched away, now taken back by City and sent down the pitch. Another tweet here from our good friend Jordan Charlupski. Allie and I are watching intently from New York City. Listening to the beautiful voice of the real deal, Les LaRouge. Hashtag beat the Cosmos. It's pretty funny, Jordan. The check is in the mail, my friend. He's a great hype man. See, Chris, I walk around with my own personal hype man.
It's smart to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saving up to buy my own, but I'm not sure how that works, if it's a lease situation or what.
The bodies flying all over the turf. So we're over a third of the way through this one. And Chris, it's safe to say that frenetic pace that we saw the first 20-plus minutes has calmed a little. You cannot play 90 minutes like that.
No, unless they adopt the U.S. youth soccer unlimited substitution rule, that was not going to last. But
right.
That was impressive beginning to be able to keep that up. And the question is, who survives it? And both do on the scoreline, but who has the energy going forward and who learned a little bit from the craziness of the opening 20, 30 minutes.
Yazzie Matthews with some high pressure. Comes in, that ball got a little bit away from Castano, and he's forced to play it over the line.
Yeah, not ideal when you're dropping that ball back. You want to hold possession. He just had to clear it. So I think it was Matthews just chasing it down.
There's Jadita making a run to the right side. He lost control of it. Diosa took it away. The magician, Cyrus 80, settles it down. Chrysler heads it wide to the right side. Our friends at the NGS DC Embassy checking in on Twitter as well, drinking Strohs and trying to convert Stacy to follow LaRouge. Hashtag Watch City. Here comes City. Danny Deacons wide on the right side. Yazzie Matthews not able to do what he wanted with it. Deacon now with some pressure. And it looks like Detroit City FC now taking their turn at a high attack line.
Yeah, they really are, and it hasn't been solved yet. They haven't been stretched out really by the Cosmos at all, but I mean, it's a close thing to it. But now, I mean, their high players are good 5 feet offside, so that's not going to affect anything, the run of play. It's a good organization by Detroit City to recognize that as it developed. Letting off, I think it was Acuna that was, yeah, it was number 70. Acuna was the offside player of issue. We'll see right here. They released him. Well done by that back line. Jalen Chrysler just stepping up, letting him go.
More tweets with the hashtag Watch City. At Hotspurs Nick and Renee watching in Jackson, Michigan. Let's go City.
That's slightly less than 10 yards. I think that's the issue now.
It's a pretty good catch by you up here.
Yeah,
Eyesight's
I was
pretty
thinking
sharp.
maybe, yes, a little less than 10. Of course, then you have to go short like that just to rub it in. Then he had to back up 10 yards. Well done.
Jadita the target. Flag was up along the near side. Spinall turns with it. Sends it to the left corner. Jalen Chrysler there to mark. Galvao touched it. Cyrus 80. It's 4v4 if he jumps up with it. Matthews heavy with the touch.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only ball played there was going to have to be fouled up by a negative ball as all the players ran away from him. And that heavy touch let him down even more, so he lost possession.
Galvao with it. Pedro Galvao spent 2 seasons with FC Edmonton in the NASL, and there's a breakdown in communication. And Ryan Peterson will sprint over. Well, that's a jog for Peterson. You know when he's sprinting because he gets blurry on your television screen, regardless of the processor you have. Darwin coming up for Brian. Aaron Dennis looks at 2 defenders but keeps it. Venegas trying to make his move. Venegas kept out. Plays it back, but there is some space in the middle for the Cosmos if they so choose, and they do. Kafari. Galvao. Espinal. Kafari service gets through, and Nate Steinwasser comes off the line to make the grab.
I'll tell you what, that ball he played in, though, putting the spin on it that he did, we see it right there. That's pinpoint, trying to drop that down at the feet of Aaron Dennis, but in the end, dealt with as well as you can in that situation by Detroit City. Popping that ball up in the air, redirect it to your goalkeeper.
Yazzie Matthews hit with that foul call as Galvao goes down. Fans, remember, Lyft is the official rideshare partner of Detroit City FC. Be sure to take a Lyft the next time you come to a match at Keyworth.
Northern Guard showing their support for that call.
Restart coming up for the Cosmos. There's Steinwasser again. Nate Steinwasser, the Horizon League Goalkeeper of the Year back in 2014 for Detroit Mercy. He left Detroit Mercy tied for the all-time lead in clean sheets. Ozzie Matthews taken down, rubbing the coconut a little bit. Our good friend on the Watch City Twitter feed, Gus Macker, greetings from Chicago. Love hearing the guard on the stream. Missing Keyworth so much. Gus is up in Chicago. Usually he's down in Key Largo. That's a cat that's got life figured out. But he's in Chicago. All right. Cosmos with the takeaway, but then Richard Bryan takes it right back.
Yeah, it's going to be called back for an advantage not gained. There's a foul about maybe 2 seconds prior. Definitely made contact on the leg. So not too excited if you're a supporter for Detroit City, have that call called back for advantage, but it makes sense.
Espinal. Cosmos having to kick about a little bit. In the 39th minute, no score. Our Watch City stream brought to you by Baker College. Alvao jumps up into it. Espinal threads it through, nobody on the other end. Cyrus 80 tried to jump up into it. Instead it's Espinal again, threads it through. Acuna's shot is stopped. Nate Steinwasser closes the door again.
Yeah, and that's not a good angle for Isaac Acuna, the score for him. However, you got to imagine he's pretty disappointed with himself. Either he didn't realize that Nate Steinwasser was coming out. We see the replay right here. It's a good run in by Acuna. But at that point, he had already made up his mind. He's shooting. Steinwasser realized it. He comes out, cuts down that angle, gets himself real big, and a great deflection.
Isaac Acuna played in 7 matches for Club America. Liga MX at just 21 years old. Corner service sent in. And this could be a booking. And it will be. Stephen Carroll, last year's Black Arrow Award winner, in the books with the yellow. As you might guess, that is not a popular call here at Keyworth.
Yeah, but you know the folks at home will be happy at least because there's a train going by in the background. However, for that situation, yeah, you're worried that the official might have seen it worse than he did and pulled something out of the back pocket. Definitely made contact there. Of course, the obligatory roll and cover the face just to make sure the card comes out, but I think more concerning than the yellow card is position of the set piece again. You know, do they go for something spectacular right on frame? Or are they going to try to play in one of their teammates to that far bar? They've got a stack of 4 run in from the far post. There's now 5.
Espinal curls it. And Nate Steinwasser again doing the job.
Yeah, great movement on that ball too. So Steinwasser did well for himself. Because he's got to position himself well for the runners possibly coming in, but also be mindful of where that set piece is going to go. Direct on goal. The wall's supposed to take the near post away, but wow, not that much spin.
Corner sent in again. This one's headed over top of the frame. Gives me a chance to tell you about City Radio, the official podcast of Detroit City FC. Recorded live from the City Clubhouse in Detroit every Wednesday. Make sure you come on out, 7 p.m. Take part in the festivities. Of course, City Radio, the official podcast of Detroit City FC, available on iTunes and SoundCloud, so click subscribe. Remember, City Radio brought to you by Real Team Real Estate and Range Lending, the official real estate providers for Detroit City FC. Support the companies that support Le Rouge. go to mirealteam.com/DCFC. They got a whole DCFC themed website lined up. So if you're thinking about jumping in the real estate market, give them a look. Turning with it, Espinal again. This ball chipped over top of everything by Diosa. But Darwin Espinal, Chris, has been a factor over the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's been really active in the game. And you think of these wide flank guys that, if they're not utilized, can be so forgotten. That's certainly not him. He's been up and down the line. You've seen him out here on the left side. Diosa as well, working real well together.
And Nate Steinwasser locked in here tonight. Booms it down the pitch with the right foot. Yazzie Matthews flicks it ahead. Bryan sends the header across. Deacon gave chase. And here's Venegas on that right side. Touches it to Zatella. Daniel Zatella, the former U.S. men's national team performer, set up Michael Bradley for a goal against Switzerland in a 2007 national team match. Espinal again, moving over. Cunha drops it back. Dennis, 1v1, and Dennis goes down. Yazzie Matthews guilty of that whistle. And Chris, how many times can you go to the well just outside of the 18 with all these free kicks?
Yeah, I'm sure Steinwasser probably loves the fact he's getting saves, but he'd probably rather not have to deal with the ball at this point. But this is just a little bit left of the last try, as we see Steinwasser setting up that wall off that post. He's probably trying to remind his team. Espinal can really whip that ball in. Come on now, guys. Let's stay on our toes. 4 in the wall. Might not be enough, but you can't give up anyone else. You need them to defend as it is. They don't have anywhere to get out.
Espinal drives, and another stop made by Nate Steinwasser.
You could even see, look at disbelief on some of the Cosmos faces as Steinwasser robs him again. Well-bent ball. It gave 2 options on that ball. It's either right on frame and goes in, or someone else cleans up. Matt Lewis, number 5, he was right there. He's the one with the disbelief, thinking I didn't get a flick on that or deal with the save.
Well, Espinal just with some target practice here again. Corner service coming in. That one's headed across and played off the line. I believe that was Cyrus Sadie that was sitting near post. And it was. So we'll do it again. We are in stoppage time here in the first half. A Watch City Stream brought to you by Baker College. Espinal again will tee it up. Nervous times for that group, the Northern Guard. Corner sent in towards the back post. Another cross headed away. Yazzie Matthews, the target. But instead of throw-in coming up.
They're trying to get the center official's attention. There's a ball in the field, but Barlogo's going to take care of that, get that cleaned up.
And now the official blows the whistle when City was on the move.
I think and he's probably looking out of the corner of his eye thinking, oh, there's someone on the field, but the players should be upset. I mean, he had a 4th official trying to warn him. The AR was trying to warn him, and he started the game anyways. And it's going over very well with the Northern Guard right now.
They are vocally voicing their displeasure.
I mean, the good news is, if you're Detroit City, maybe go direct this time.
Chrysler does that. It's pounded back down the pitch, but before that, the whistle sounds. Cyrus Sadie upset, but the first 45 minutes in the books. And Chris, I'll tell you what, it was a heavyweight fight as the momentum went back and forth. But make no mistake, to close out that first half, New York Cosmos had probably their best opportunities of the evening.
Yeah, they really did. You think about how good their set pieces look, but they still weren't rewarded at all. Credit to Steinwasser for making those saves, but you don't want to let them have those opportunities over and over again, because to be fair, you would have thought they would have got at least one or two of those. At the same side, though, I mean, Detroit City, they had some great counters. They really need to keep that wide open and try to finish one of those, because they had their opportunity as well. Not as many, but it only takes one at this point. One opportunity put away, and there'd be a lead at this halftime.
Nate Steinwasser, the man of the hour so far for Detroit City. 45 minutes down. We're right where we started. It's 0-0, but it has been fun. We'll take our halftime break, come back, get you the second 45 of your Watch City stream, brought to you by Baker College.
Who are you? Think about it. Is who you are now who you were meant to be? At Baker College, we want to help you be more. More curious, more productive, more effective, and be more successful at it all. We can help you be more prepared for the future and more inspiring to future generations. The world is full of opportunities to be more than the status quo. The question is, are you ready to be more? Who are you? Think about it. Is who you are now who you were meant to be? At Baker College, we want to help you be more. More curious, more productive, more effective, and be more successful at it all. We can help you be more prepared for the future and more inspiring to future generations. The world is full of opportunities to be more than the status quo. The question is, are you ready to be more?
Back inside historic Keyworth Stadium, Neil Rule, Chris Black back with you. Members Cup action of the MPSL, Detroit City FC and the New York Cosmos in a pivotal matchup, a huge 3 points on the line. And Chris, we talked about it before we went away for the halftime break, in that the first half, New York Cosmos seemed to take control of the first 10, 12 minutes. Detroit City FC answered, especially through the counter. But the last 5 minutes of the first half, probably a bit concerning for Trevor James and Detroit City.
Yeah, fortunately for them, Steinwash just stood up a number of set pieces and some others where defenders got into the play as well. But I think giving up fouls in dangerous places and then having to deal with the results of the set pieces was not exactly an ideal situation if you haven't scored yet, especially in the game. So, yeah, that's got to be something that was obviously addressed at halftime in some way, whether they think it's just going to go away or they're going to foul farther up the field or just not have that happen. Fortunately, Espinal had such great serves in, but not quite enough, and Steinwash was able to stand up to him.
The start of the second half brought to you by Strategic Staffing Solutions, the official partner of DCFC's annual International Series and proud sponsor of Detroit's soccer team. Learn more at strategicstaff.com. Cosmos will have the possession to get things rolling. Remember, very short bench for Detroit City FC. The injury bug has worked its way through. Just 4 available subs, one of those for the backup keeper. So in essence, only 3 players available for Trevor James. The Cosmos have it. We are back underway at Keyworth on our Watch City stream, brought to you by Baker College. Neil Rule, Chris Black with you. Appreciate Chris stepping in for John Krieger here tonight. And the Cosmos with the control. And that was the running theme over the last 5 to 8 minutes of the first half. City had their chances on the counter. And there is a turnover, touched up towards Yazid Matthews, back to Cyrus Sadu, who volleyed it back, but nobody on the other end. Santiago Castaño spent some time in the Colombian 3rd Division, 4 matches played for the U.S. U20 national team. Had a clean sheet against the Stars last match. It was a 2-0 win over the Michigan Stars in New York. Cosmos will host Chattanooga next week. Here's Ryan Peterson. That's sent wide off the deflection, but a corner kick in order.
Yeah, Cosmos are just happy to hold the ball in their own end. But at some point, bad things happen, and that was the case right there. But fortunate for them, Peterson's cross was deflected out for a corner. This ball's going to bend in towards the goal.
Send it all the way across, hit it down, it's in the back of the net. A goal for Detroit City. Stephen Carroll strikes 1-0 DCFC. Last year's Black Arrow Award winner steps off in the set piece. And Chris, he delivers.
Yep, and Peterson's work sets up that opportunity. The deflection builds them this corner. In swing through the 6. Those are one of those corner kicks that if a goal isn't scored, one coach is happy, no other coach is happy. If a goal scored, attack is happy, defending's not happy. You can't let a ball get through there if you're the Cosmos.
Cosmos on the other side, and that shot is ripped wide. But Danny Deacon, it all starts with the service. and Deacon hooked it up.
Yep, what an amazing finish, and that'll bring some energy to start this game, but you know what? Often within 2 minutes from a goal, 2 minutes from the start of a game, 2 minutes before a game ends, the vast majority of goals are scored there, and they almost gave one up.
Some new life in the breath of the Northern Guard. City strikes. Acuna couldn't come up with it. He'll get another go at it. And this time he does set it up to Kafari. Lots of space on the far left side. Diosa. Acuna came from an offside position, and now the whistle finally sounds. But it bears repeating the stakes here tonight. New York Cosmos sitting on top of the table with 13 points to DCFC's 9, but they do have 2 matches in hand. If Detroit City can hold on, they will take a stranglehold of this table here for the Members' Cup.
Oh, yeah, no, they certainly will. I would say they had the advantage of playing at home. They still have to go play at the Cosmos later, but that would certainly be a phenomenal position for Detroit City to be in.
Danny Deacon triggered the corner. Casieles couldn't do what he wanted to with it. And there is the Members' Cup standings. You see the Cosmos at the top, but remember, those 2 matches in hand.
When you think about Detroit City having Napa Valley come this way next week as well, no game's a gimme when you play soccer because one goal could go the wrong way and you could dominate a game and lose 1-0. However, you always think about who are the next opponents, who do you have to play next, what's their record, what are they fighting for? And at this point, they just want to get off the bottom of the table at Napa Valley, where Cosmos and Detroit City today are fighting for the top of the table.
And still 40-plus minutes left here to determine who that will be. Ball trickles all the way through. Stephen Carroll takes no chances. Pops it up towards the sideline, and it's touched on a play by the Cosmos. And there are the upcoming matches for Detroit City FC as we come down the stretch of the Members' Cup. At Chattanooga. Certainly one of the highlights of the season. Also, as you talked about, the return leg, the New York Cosmos.
I mean, feasibly, it could be wrapped up by then. That'd be a nice thing that you go to New York for a celebration tour, then pick up your trophy, and then go home. That's not a bad deal.
There's worse places to be than NYC. Chrysler wins that battle.
We kind of wondered, you see the Battle of Michigan earlier. I was wondering about that one. How strong is that one? You already got one under your belt. You want to put the other Michigan team away, I'm sure.
Miscommunication between Vaughn and Deacon. Can the Cosmos take advantage? Here's Dennis on the right side. His cross defended by Stephen Carroll. Carroll comes through. Now the ball's crossed. There was some open space for Diosa, but he couldn't catch up to it.
Yeah, what ended up looking anywhere from just a cross or a hope on hitting that ball could have been difficult. Because as we see, just got a battle on the sideline. No one wants to get an easy out of bounds right there, so then we just get a thump across the field. Espinal was over there, but it got away from him. If that ball drops a little closer, Espinal might have been in on goal.
Jadita tries to make his turn. He does. He finds Danny Deacon. Deacon too much mustard on the hot dog to Ryan Peterson. Kafari, the 51st overall pick of the 2014 MLS Super Draft by Vancouver Whitecaps. Matt Lewis settles it down and touches it out wide to the left. Sadie with the pressure. That ball sent all the way back to the keeper, Castaño. Vaughn tries to make his turn. Can't. Here come the Cosmos with it. Detroit City FC with the lead. Stephen Carroll, the goal off the corner.
That's going to be a booking for that, too.
That will be the case.
Seemed rather soft, but no one's opinion matters except for the guy in the middle. You can plead your case all you want. He's already gone to the pocket. Let's see right there. You see just a little clip at the foot. There's obviously a purposeful foul.
So Vaughn in the books.
You call it professional foul. Slow down the attack.
So the Cosmos will get things rolling as the train rolls by again. Ball sent in with some heat towards the 18. Galao turns with it. Play towards the left side and up into the crowd. And a goal by Stephen Carroll has the fans on the Watch City Twitter feed fired up as well. That ball headed away. Oh, the whistle sounds. Will that be outside the 18? It will be. About a half a yard.
Yeah, it almost looks like we'll see where the perceived foul actually happens. Yeah, you really question how sure he is of his call just by where he's placing the foul, which actually wasn't where it occurred. Because where it occurred was right on, or what he perceives the foul was actually right on the line, but he's putting it about 3 yards off, which not to hamper him at all. And difficult job in the center.
And Isaac Acuna has a death grip on that ball as he lines it up. I think I have a pretty good suspicion of who wants to take this.
Yeah, it's tough. You think about, Espinal's had such great set pieces, but he still hasn't scored, so someone else is going to step in there and say, hey, you've had your 5 chances. Yeah.
Acuna has the last 3 goals for the New York Cosmos. Had the brace against the Stars last match. The game-winning goal against Napa Valley.
So say if you see him hold up 3, it means I've got 3 goals. I'm taking this.
Yes. Galao over as well.
That was going to be a discussion of where a wall can be and wall etiquette, apparently. You can see with the Cosmos player in that wall trying to create a little bit of a hole, either being a distraction or they're going to try to play that ball through it.
Espinal, though, he's lining things up like he's going to be the one. Probably with the right foot. Espinal steps up, strikes, and he buries it. Darwin Espinal with an absolute rocket. Steinwasser got a piece of it, but couldn't get it all.
Yeah, it really looked like he utilized a little bit of the confusion in the wall and his own Cosmos players for just a little bit of deception. You see him whip it up over the wall and down. It's got to bend up, bend down. Tucks just under the crossbar.
Espinal, who also had a goal in the match against the Stars, levels this match at 1. Marcelo Borges comes in. Richard Bryan comes out. Carroll will play it back to Steinwasser. So now Trevor James down to just 2 field substitutes available.
However, if you ask a goalkeeper, he'll probably say he's a forward. So you've got 2.5. Doesn't mean he can. It's just what he's going to say.
George Chamakoff and Roddy Green, the other 2 availables. The injury situation has worked its way through Detroit City. No Bakey Goodman tonight. No Sean Lawson. No Tommy Buono. No Evans Frimpong. Corner sent in. Marcelo Borges headed it away. Borges had a goal against Chattanooga earlier this season. So he certainly is capable. 28th overall pick of the Colorado Rapids in the 2019 MLS Super Draft. Former Michigan Wolverine. Zatella, former men's national team player, sends it back to Espinal. Yazid Matthews tries to make the turn. Is headed away by Matt Lewis. Jalen Chrysler taken down from behind. Easy call against Aaron Dennis.
Yeah, that's an easy call to make based on what happened there. Cosmos obviously didn't agree, but at the same point, if you go down that easy, you've got to really hope the official follows through with making that call. That close to your own goal.
Now it's time for Weekly Trivia presented by Fago. This week's question, who leads Detroit City in goals so far in Members Cup play? Give you a minute or two to marinate on that. Come back with the answer. Weekly Trivia, as always, presented by Fago. And this is a Rock and Rye friendly booth. Well, I do have to ask Chris, I guess. Your favorite flavor of Fago is?
You know
think
what?
Before you answer.
Yeah. Well, see, immediately I was picturing orange, but I don't even know what it's called because it's just orange. So never thought of even looking at it today because it's just orange pop. At least that's what we called it. I don't even know. But then all right, there was a red one, but that was hard to find, and who knows what that was. But that's where I'm at. We'll have to see what you come up with.
Yeah,
but
it's Rock and Rye all day, every day. All day, every day.
See, now I'm
Rock and Rye's so good, 7-Eleven made a Slurpee of it.
So I'm going to have to actually look at the names now because you can't just go by the color. And it was, it's thinking like, yeah, it's red, it's purple.
More tweets coming in with the hashtag Watch City. The Shaggy Marlin has spotted every single train that has rolled through and has sent the appropriate pictures as evidence.
I'm hoping that's not the whole shot that every time. So that looks.
Let's just say it like this.
That's healthy.
The Shaggy Marlin is not playing around this evening.
Maybe camera tricks or something, but that just looks like a healthy glass.
Cyrus Sadie in ahead of the play. There's a good look at Cyrus Sadie. Everyone remembers the magical goal against Venezia. Former Michigan State Spartan great.
Which
really, if you had a Mount Rushmore of Detroit City,
yeah,
that conversation very much would start with number 10.
Yeah, and Michigan State got upset, but depending who's saying Western Michigan with a big win. I think it might have been their first win against them over 20 years on the Western Michigan side, 1-0. But how much collegiately Michigan soccer Division I level has been so good, especially the last couple of years. Western Michigan kind of joined the upper echelon with Michigan and Michigan State. And, of course, you've had so many kind of forays of certain years of really strong other teams as well.
Temjai Dadida. Couldn't quite get on the other end. Great idea, though. Acasielis. Venegas, his cross. Jalen Chrysler plays it out. Now it's time to get you the answer to our weekly trivia presented by Fago. Who leads DCFC in goals so far in Member Cup action? Actually, it was a trick question because there's two, Yazid Matthews and Danny Deacon. They have 2 apiece. Again, that trivia question presented by Fago. Darwin Espinal to send the corner in. He has the match that's leveled things up. Lots of contact there inside the 18. Acielis gives chase. Galvao still had it. This cross blocked off. And really, Chris, since Detroit City scored the goal, the Cosmos has Cyrus Sadie taken down. Was appealing for the foul call and did get it. But since Detroit City scored that goal, Chris, the New York Cosmos have sprung into action.
Yeah, it really did. You could tell it really just brought the level up again. And you saw them kind of bring the energy they did to start this game.
And there was a handball.
Oh.
This could be a booking.
It's got to definitely be at least a booking. That's what it is. I couldn't tell which pocket he went to, but, balls come by, you reach out, you play it, is what it looked like. We'll get a great look at it here.
And there was no doubt about this
one.
one.
Yeah, it was. Oh, my arm just happened to land in this area, and it's curved. Oh, what a coincidence.
So now can City strike on another set piece?
So they've got 4. Looking like they might be rushing at that far post. Service is coming left foot, so it might also be right on frame. But he's taking a short step to hit that ball. It's not really giving a whole lot for the other team to adjust to once he started his motion.
Danny Deacon stands over it. Yazid Matthews could be a target. Jalen Chrysler could be a target.
Took a step back. Who knows? Maybe he's going to go himself here. And everyone else is just distraction to move the keeper.
Things still being sorted out by the official. So Danny Deacon will tee it up. Chrysler involved in a discussion. Here's Deacon, steps into it, sends it over top of the frame. But you were right, partner.
Yep.
He was determined to give one a rip.
Probably in his mind, too, he's thinking the longer they argue at the back post, the more he might be forgotten about having a go. But you think of the goalkeeper at this level, and it's just so difficult to beat a keeper with this ability from that distance.
Goal kick coming up for Castaño. Castaño bangs it down the pitch, and that foul will be called against the Cosmos. Acuna getting very physical with it. Quick restart, Jadida. Goes through to Deacon.
And the far AR is calling offside on the initial run.
Deacon didn't like the call.
And then Cosmos tried to do a fast start from nowhere near the offending call was made.
Danny Deacon, the former South Carolina Gamecock. Two-time All-Conference USA first-team performer, had 5 game-winning goals his senior year. And performances like that tend to get you drafted in the MLS draft, which it did.
Yeah, it does. That's obviously a little bit of good soccer being played in the South, the high school collegiate levels.
Espinal sends it wide left. Lewis. Stephen Carroll pops it up in the air. But that's exactly where Venegas went to. Throwing coming up for the Cosmos. 68th minute. Lewis with the reversal over top of everyone. Too much on it.
Yeah, he run a change the point of attack on that one. I don't think he quite had in mind changing the possession point of attack as well, but you see what he's trying to get to. He's trying to get around that back line and shift that ball around where Detroit City was set up, but nowhere near the touch he needed.
To the middle. Here's Espinal with space. Tried to thread it ahead. Acuna couldn't come up with it. Vaughn. Ozzie Matthews 1v3. I'm not a big math guy, but even I know that that's not a high level of expectation. The moral of the story is I know 1v3 is not good
Not
odds.
good.
Looking for a neighborhood bar to go to after any city game or just have a fun night out in Hamtramck? Swing by your friends at the Painted Lady. And remember, Level 1 Bank is the official sponsor of the Level 1 VIP section at Keyworth. Take your match day experience to the next level with on-field seating, unlimited food and drinks for just $50. Purchase your tickets at tickets.detcityfc.com. As I say, the very best value in all of Detroit sports. You get to sit on the field. You get to eat all you want. You get to drink all you want. That's a foundation for a pretty good evening.
That's a foundation for a great fan base right there. You do that once and you're coming back, that's for sure.
It's the best.
So, yeah, buy one for you and one for a friend. Or a broadcaster if they're not in the booth that day. I mean, I could find one to sit with you.
Ball off that set piece came in cooking. It's
Yeah.
cleared out by City, but a corner upcoming.
And it seems like the set pieces have been well taken, but it's always been a goalkeeper to stand up to it. You know, Steinwasser's been more than busy on set pieces. Some good defending as well from the guys, but just imagine at some point, some of those have got to start falling in.
Espinal again. He had some wizardry on the free kick that leveled this match. More corner service, curls it in. That's headed towards frame. Stephen Carroll on the volley clears it out.
Yeah, I think with the quality of his services, you would have thought more than just one of those would have been in. The credit to the goalkeeper of Steinwasser, I think, keeping at that point.
We're in the 71st minute. Neil Rule, Chris Black with you on our Watch City stream, brought to you by Baker College. Whistle sounds. Well, we get some extracurricular activities. Oh, and a red will be issued to Isaac Acuna. That certainly changes things.
Yep. Yep, it does. And I'll tell you, I mean, you always think about a foul. The foul is called. What are they always looking for? Official wants the second guy. It sounds like they always want. He's got the foul called. He gets up and decides to make his point. He plays the man. It's quite evident what he's doing. A little shoulder shrug in it, step over him for the next kind of level of dominance. And officials do not usually enjoy that at all. Yeah, he showed a red. So he's got to get off the field unless officials pulling it back saying he pulled the wrong pocket.
And Acuna slow to leave the pitch, but he was issued the red. And I'm sure there'll be some debate. Should that have been a red? Should that not have been a red? But the bottom line is, if you keep your shoulder out of someone's chest,
Yes,
you won't be hit with a red. No
well, and you
matter
wonder,
what.
too, he's a tall guy, too, so his shoulder's right by his head. So that could be part of it, too. You know, it's gone from the FIFA all the way down. They want to keep any contact from the head and face away from the game, and that's certainly what he did on top of everything else.
So this has changed everything. Acuna still has not left the pitch. And again, I just go back to my point. You know, that can be debated whether a red card is justified in that situation or not. But what can't be debated is if you don't do that, you don't get hit with a red card.
That's exactly it. And then now the conduct after the game is kind of telling you, that he's not. Mentally he lost it.
He just walked just off the line, and he's standing there in front of the City bench.
And he's literally technically
Off
on
the
the field.
restart's hit in, and the header just over top of the crossbar. Another quality ball from Espinal.
Yeah, and the official is hoping, I think, if he ignored it long enough, he'd go away. But that's tough to do with adults. And now he's left the pitch.
So Isaac Acuna has left the match. It's 11 v 10. The advantage to City. 74th minute. Things have changed. Jadida sends it inside the 18. Can City take advantage? And Chris, this certainly changes things if you're the Cosmos. Now the goal is to survive with your point in hand.
Yeah. Now you just want to get out with the point, try to win the rest of your games, hope for a slip up, and then get 3 points against DCFC when they come to your place. Try to resurrect your position, but you're exactly right. You're 1-1. You've had a lot of chances that you haven't put away anyways. At this point, sit back, maybe try to play for another set piece or two, but beyond that, don't foray into that final third.
And sit back is right, because there is no urgency from the Cosmos to get this thing rolling with the throw-in. That was after Venegas advanced about 15 yards.
Honest mistake, clearly. Just his judgment was slightly off on spatial awareness.
And stepping through Venegas. He tried to cross it. Jadida recovered after the giveaway. Lashes it out towards midfield. Popped high in the air. And you see the urgency for City to get things in and rolling. They have the man advantage. 76th minute. Good footwork by Venegas, and he has it again. Venegas crosses over to Cyrus Sadie. That's off of City across for a throw. Motor City Casino Hotel is the official hotel and casino of DCFC. Log on to DebtCityFC.com to watch the Motor City match recap from tonight's match. Certainly will be a fun one to go back and watch. Borges trying to find Deacon, just out of his reach. Venegas fires it into Kafari. There's Galval jumping up into the play from that defender spot. Sent across, and Steinwasser gets a good look as that one goes wide of the right post.
That was great positioning by Steinwasser as that ball comes across the goal. He makes sure he covers his goal, ushers it out wide without touching it. But he's smart to stay on top of that just in case it takes a bad bounce. But really impressed by his play.
Gassielis turns with it. Played his college soccer at Cal State San Bernardino. Led them in goals during his time out in California. Gassielis again. Here's Borges. Sizing up.
Yeah, he kind of surprised. He thought he was going to get a foul call there, rolled up, and that would have been a very difficult spot for Cosmos if he defended the ball right there. But you wonder if it's going to be a little bit soft on the calls on the other way after the sending off. Might take something particularly special from Cosmos to get a foul called.
Yazid Matthews mixing up with Garrett Halfhill. Stephen Carroll, the goal scorer for Detroit City, off the corner. 79th minute. Venegas. Malcus. Acieles. Turns around with it. Cyrus Sadie chipped it ahead. Vaughn steps up to take it away. Here's Danny Deacon. Borges hands it off, now makes a run. Vaughn trying to find Borges. Couldn't work its way through the defender.
Yeah, so far Detroit City really hasn't been able to take advantage of the man advantage. You had one player up there, Aaron Dennis, for the Cosmos, and he received the ball. There's 4 backs back there. Got to find a ways to take advantage of that extra attacker on the field.
Zatella touched it back. Daniel Zatella, we talked about his time with the U.S. men's national team. Also was signed by Santander of La Liga back in 2007. Played in 34 matches for the Columbus Crew. Matt Lewis.
There you go. Now you can see them taking a little bit of risk, sending some players forward, and that pressure pays off by misplay.
Castano, could not find the mark.
And I think it was just all of a sudden they hadn't been pressured, and then Waves comes up of Detroit City, and he panicked.
Now we move into the 81st minute. Cosmos, even being down a man, though, Chris, still very high.
Yeah, they are, and that's to their credit. They're still playing.
Here's Deacon. Deacon gets it back. Jadida finds Vaughn. Chrysler. Now City will try the left side.
Oh, there they go. Now they kind of whittled a little bit of space down there, worked their way up. And Cosmos keeps compressing now, so they realize it's sustained defending. They have to put every number behind, which means at least they can't counter if they do win that ball.
Cassiellis makes his turn. Cassiellis with some speed. Cassiellis getting through. Last defender takes it away. Comes free to Aaron Dennis. Borges will scoop it up quickly and throw it in.
You see the run right there by Cassiellis. Almost gets through the last ball. He tries to find Matthews up high, but it's intercepted. And then really Aaron Dennis shows what he's got. That was the most impressive kind of possession for going out for a throw-in I've seen in a long time, because it was impressive for him to gain 30 yards for his team. And then now he can kill the clock, and for his work, he gets to take a break.
Substitution coming. Charlie Ladula will come in. Played his college soccer at LIU Post. Was a Division II All-American first-team performer during his college days as Aaron Dennis comes out. Remember, folks, Detroit City Fieldhouse is Detroit's newest indoor athletic facility located in the heart of Detroit. Leagues are now forming for adults and youth. Check out DebtCityFC.com for more information. Of course, on Wednesday nights, too, you can catch the live recording of City Radio, the official podcast of Detroit City FC, brought to you by Real Team Real Estate and Range Lending. 83rd minute, Neil Rule, Chris Black with you. Our Watch City stream brought to you by Baker College. Stephen Carroll got things going off a corner. Headed one home. Gave Detroit City the lead. Moments later, Darwin Espinal would level on a free kick just outside the line on the 18. An absolute rocket. Leveled things up at 1. Then after that, Isaac Acuna scooped up a red card. And now City playing a man up here in the 84th minute. Gives me an opportunity to tell you tonight's official attendance brought to you by Rip It Energy, the official energy drink of Detroit City. Tonight's official attendance, 6,297 in the house here tonight. And it's been lively, it's been spirited, and it's been a lot of fun. Another set piece coming up here for the Cosmos. Cosmos are very deliberate in setting things up. Cassiellis popped that one up in the air. Matthews keeps it in play. Oh, and Jadida undercut. Ladula and Jadida mixed it up. But Chris, you do have to give the Cosmos a lot of credit going down a man. Continuing with a high line.
Yeah.
I think they believe they can still win this match, even being down a man. At least they're playing like it anyway.
Yeah, or their thought could be either, hey, they're going to chase goal. We'll see the contact right there. Or if the thought process is they need to keep playing, keep pressing, and make sure Detroit City doesn't get a goal back and take the lead. So it might be we need to keep playing the way we've been playing. But also at the same point, that Aaron Dennis sub wasn't necessarily about scoring a goal as much as it was Ladula doing a lot of work up top, chasing that ball back and forth, making sure Detroit City can't build comfortably. We see it right there, perfect example.
Look at that pace.
Everything is rushed. No free time to kind of search out a perfect ball. I mean, he chased all the way around the side.
So we cross the 85th minute. Jadida gets on the end of it, crosses it, pop back out, throw-in coming up for City.
There goes something a little more elaborate, maybe a little more direct. Taking the time to make sure they got the correct thrower on that ball. Lining all the way up, just between the 6 and the penalty spots, about 8 yards out. You know this is going right towards the back of that goal.
Sent inside the 18. Squirts free. Espinal along the line. Vaughn on the run. Vaughn taken down from behind. But I think you pegged it, Chris. Charlie Ladula's come into this match possessed.
Yeah, I mean, we're only speculating what the coaching staff passed on, but he's playing to a T exactly what I was thinking it was. Just harass, give nothing free, make the back line work for every second of possession. Oh, ooh.
Castaño
Very
made the
close.
grab.
Yeah, very close to at least even a corner on that.
Castaño wings it out. Cyrus Sadie tries to work his way through. There's Espinal again. As the smoke pours out of the Northern Guard supporter section. Lewis tries to finesse one into the corner, and he does perfectly. Flag comes up. Ladula offside. 88 minutes into this match. We are level at 1. Neil Rule, Chris Black with you on our Watch City stream. If you're just tuning in, where you been? You missed out. Watch City stream brought to you by Baker College. And we're coming down the stretch.
And no word on how much stoppage time. It could be as much as 37 minutes based on how long it took to get Akuta off the field.
No question.
Be interesting to see. We had a couple injuries.
Cosmos playing with 10 men. Boy, Roddy Green gave one a run.
Tell you what, you love to see that attitude, trying to get there until that ball's in the goalkeeper's hands. Pressure. Make him make a save and make him hold on to that ball.
Ozzie Matthews gives chase. Player down is Matt Lewis.
Yeah.
Lewis down inside the 18.
Yeah, it's just an odd stoppage point. Unless he's going to call a foul back there that he wasn't aware of. I didn't see the error. We'll see right here. There's the collision right there. We don't see a call. AR doesn't pick up his flag. And generally speaking, you're not going to – generally speaking, I should say, you as an official, you're going to wait. If it's a head injury, you stop play. If there's blood on the field, you stop play. I'm just perplexed at why the goalkeeper has the ball in his hands right now when Detroit City had the ball and there was no whistle.
Matt Lewis signed a homegrown contract with Sporting Kansas City, played in 12 matches for the Swope Park Rangers of USL Championship. That ball absolutely blasted down the pitch by Castano. Steinwasser will come off, pick it up, and wing it out. We are in stoppage time. Jadida. It'll be 4 minutes of stoppage time. Danny Deacon to the middle.
Seems kind of tight, but at the same point, hey, they're both playing by the 4 minutes, so it is what it is, I guess.
That ball deflected out of play. So a corner, no. It's a goal kick upcoming. Danny Deacon was arguing that was a corner, but it's not. And now Castano has to go to the towel.
Oh yeah, you got to make sure your face is dried off. Your gloves got to be dried off before you kick a soccer ball. It's clear.
Ledula against Jadida wins the throw.
I mean, if he didn't have gloves on, he would have stopped to tie his waistband.
Venegas stops to get a drink of water. And now backs up. In the meantime, still hasn't thrown it in. And now we'll get the talking to. Medulla goes down, as did Cyrus Sadie. Venegas sends it back to Lewis. Vaughn chases. And some more time ticks off in stoppage.
Well, you can check the ball pressure right there. Spin it a couple times. Shin guard check. At some point, he's going to have to go to the book on these.
Espinal rips it towards the far post. Nobody on the other side. Steinwasser restarts it quickly. Borges towards Yazid Matthews. Matthews across. Not a lot on that ball, but it will come free to Chrysler with some space. Dying moments of stoppage time. Ball sent in. Headed away. Roddy Green lets it go wide. Throw-in coming up. More players down. Roddy Green over to offer some words of encouragement for him to get up. Meantime, the clock's still running. And the life has been sucked out of the end of this match. There's no other way to say it.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, the Cosmos have done a great job of killing off the game. And really, I mean, you play to the official. The official has let it go. So they're moving back to a throw-in for Detroit City, and and off we play.
Sent in, it's on frame. The stop was made. Player still down. Galvao slow to get up. Castano will line things up.
And of course, he's going to take about 37 yards on moving the ball forward. But at this point, the official's just telling him the play. He doesn't want to waste any more time.
Castano nukes another one down the pitch. That goes off. Detroit City throwing coming up for the Cosmos eventually. Supposed to be 4 minutes of stoppage time. We've eclipsed that. Things are still going. Ball chipped up towards the corner. Chrysler battles. Goal kick up coming for Steinwasser. City wants to give it another run. See if the officials let him get down the pitch one more time. Here's Vaughn. Carroll. The whistle sounds and we end in a 1-1 draw. Over 6,200 on hand. But in the end, the Cosmos a man down, able to hold on to the point here, Chris.
Yeah, it was amazing. You think back to the beginning of that game where we were stunned with the first 30 minutes, the pace that both teams were playing, how fast they were playing. The Cosmos weren't getting their set pieces in the goal early. But then we get a goal each out of it. Cosmos hang on a man down late. They played to what they're allowed to do. So they each earned the point. It's almost a consolation prize to the Cosmos because they can't afford another tie at this point, but now they have two. Game in hand still. Can't imagine either team is happy, but the Cosmos have got to be relieved because of playing a man down.
So the Cosmos still with 2 matches in hand and a 4-point lead in the table. But theoretically, Detroit City FC still controls their fate as we check out the upcoming matches. Napa Valley will be in town next weekend. That match at Chattanooga, also the return leg between the Cosmos and Detroit City FC looming on the horizon on October 12th. So still a lot on the line, Chris.
Oh, yeah, everything's still to play for these top 2 teams, but now the Cosmos are going to need a little bit of help more than likely. You think about what they have left. Could be a really exciting last game of the year, though, for these 2 teams away with a few games in between where Detroit City can really climb up this ladder and kind of make it a moot point in the end.
And that will wrap up our coverage here from historic Keyworth Stadium. For our entire crew and my partner, Chris Black, my name is Neil Rule, reminding you one final time we finish level at 1. Detroit City FC and the New York Cosmos. Thank you for watching our Watch City stream brought to you by Baker College. Well, see you later.